Patsy, Connie, and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Well, hello.
Hello. What's happening and what's going on today?
Hey, how was your day?
Long, busy, loved it.
Good.
It was a great day. And I don't work. Can you imagine? I was so busy. I just got through sitting over the sink eating a brontosaurus rib. I was so hungry.
Yeah, I'm busy every day. I watch the kiddos. So
I don't know what happens to my day. I just it's coming and going and doing and seeing and blah 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 blah. And I'm busier now than I've ever been in my whole career.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. Well, they keep me busy. They're 2 in 1.
Not bad. Good for you. Good for you. We all need that.
Yeah.
So what's happening with you today besides watching kiddos?
That's what I do every day. Hey, Connie.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
Hi.
Do
I look like they should be late?
No.
Hi.
Oh, thank you, because I'm tired, but that's okay.
Do you have your water tonight?
Yes, I do.
There you go. Good girl.
As a matter of fact, not that I'm gonna whatever, but I love mineral water and club soda and stuff. And I found this thing from Texas. It's called Rumble, and it's like club soda, but it's also got like pH balance stuff and so forth and so on. It's really good, really good. And it's called, Rambler. Okay, like the old car. Love it.
My grandma had a Rambler.
Well, I'm drinking a Rambler water. Yes, I do.
And I got news for you. That Rambler did not have any power steering.
Back in the day,
handling it.
And back in the day, there was no such thing. Okay, no such thing as power steering. You did it, and you had muscles. All right.
I remember no power steering. I remember disc brakes. I remember AM radio.
I remember. Oh, AM radio. There it is.
Wow. Okay, you're giving yourself away. Okay, let's check the subject.
Okay. So you ladies, because I worked all day and I tried to catch up on everything. The only thing I got to see was Moderno or whatever his name is and his wife walking into the courthouse. That's all I got to see. That's all I know.
Well, he's got a paid lawyer and they're trying to figure out who's paying the lawyer. High profile lawyer, Plunkett, whatever his name is, whatever. And they want to know who's paying him. Okay.
Is it an American lawyer?
The what?
Is it an American lawyer?
Yes. Out of Washington, D.C. He's a high profile Washington, D.C. lawyer. And they want to know who's paying him.
I'd like to know who's paying him.
Yeah. And they gotta give it up. So somebody's paying him and they want to know who it is. So with that said, we'll find out. And he tried to assert his position and authority saying that he was the president and he was informed he was not. And
well, he wasn't,
because he's not. And he's taking notes. But like I said, it's very typical of a head of state from a socialist or Hispanic or Latin American because they expect things. And this is the way it's done. And it's not done here in the United States that way. And he got called down for, talking too much. And the judge cut him off.
Good.
And said, you have your opportunity later on. So they're going to be there for a while. and they're not going to have their arraignment until what is it, January, February, March or April sometime. So they
So
have
he's
to go,
going to put on his orange jumpsuit until March.
the thing of bail didn't even come up. He will not get bail. If they didn't give bail to Noriega, he ain't getting it. So
No.
No.
yeah.
So
So his wife,
he's probably the same place that our old buddy Diddy is.
yes,
Yeah, he is.
yes.
He is, except Diddy went to a real jail now, a real prison now. But now he's in an institution because he was caught having a freak off in the shower. And then he started flopping around on the shower floor like a fish, like he was crazy. And so they put him in an insane asylum right now. And he's pleading crazy.
And he'll stay there until
He's
his
not
time
crazy.
is up.
He's not crazy. No, he's not crazy. He found out that I think Bieber came forward finally.
I hope so.
Really?
Yeah.
That I hadn't heard. Okay.
Yeah, they said there two. Okay, they said two child actors came forward and explained what happened when they were 16 years old.
Wow.
There you go. And you know one of them, was Bieber. He's crazy. Bieber's gone crazy. And I hope the other one is Britney because he drove her
I
crazy.
was going to say that.
Yeah.
I hope it's Brittany.
Yeah.
That
How
poor
sad is that?
girl, she needs therapy. And I think that's just the therapy she needs. Really.
Well,
I
you
do.
know, when you have family members and stuff, and you're the breadwinner, they don't care.
Right.
Okay. They don't
Right.
care.
The air
That's what it comes
Britney's
down to.
dad.
Bieber the same day, his mother, and put him out there. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what they want. I want to talk about Tim Waltz not running for governor.
Okay, go ahead.
So he thinks by not running for governor, they're not going to put him in jail for being a thief. So he's hoping and everything. He's blaming everything on the Republicans on what happened.
Yes, I heard that.
He's also insinuating that Nick Shirley is the one that broke into the daycare. And
Yes, he is.
Yeah, whatever. Who's going to steal a box of files for God in this day and age?
Right?
A file.
Right. But
All
they
right.
brought up the question is, well, can't you just go to the bank and get copies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And files are all on computer now. Okay.
Yeah.
Who writes anything down except me because I'm old. I don't care.
Well,
It's all, you know what? And it sounds sillier and sillier. And it's like a little kid that you caught with his hand in the cookie jar and saying, it's not my hand.
Right.
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 And so he thinks by not running, because he already knows that he needs to go to jail. Somebody needs to go to jail and on those orange handcuffs, and they need to go to jail. And
and we're talking none of that fuzzy little pink fuzzy stuff on there. No,
all of it. They all need to go to jail. All of them immediately, if not sooner. I know that Cuba's also done a throwdown in Colombia about come and get me.
Yeah.
I sent Connie the thing about Menduro in Spanish saying, come and get me. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they came and they went and got him. All right.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to come and get the other one too.
Yeah. And the other ones are going to come and get them too, because all of them going, well, what's going to happen? Everybody, the United States of America already knows. They've already planned it out. They already know what's going to be happening, what the next step is, so forth and so on. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
It's done. And it's in place, and everybody's going absolutely berserk.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's learned their lesson about anything about leaving a country in disarray, okay? I'm not even going to go there. But they're not leaving it in disarray. They're allowing all the what is the bad actors and the stench and the smell and everything to rise to the top where it goes to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually everybody will go away and die.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because of the sun will bleach it out of you.
Yeah, bring it to the light.
Exactly. Bring it all out to life little by little. And
I'm pretty confident that indictments are going to come out for the Colombian president and for Tim Walz.
Tim Walz for sure.
Cuba is on the verge because they have nothing. They have
Right.
nothing. They have no food, no meds. They have nothing.
Right.
And they were
Right.
relying on the day-to-day little piddly oil that they would get from Venezuela. Okay.
Mhm.
They're not
Mhm.
getting it no more.
No.
Period. It ain't going to
Nope.
happen. They have nothing. They have no infrastructure. They have no jobs. They have nothing for the people.
Are
Okay?
they even pumping oil in Venezuela?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I didn't even know if they were even pumping oil.
Yes, they are. The potential, it's just minimal. Not even, I think not even 8% or something.
Right. Right. It's
Right.
just
Am I
like-
right? 8%
Yeah.
of the potential. Okay. And
Right. But they're sitting on 3 million or 3 billion barrels.
I know we got both their ships.
and you know what? It's because nobody wants to do the investment that they're going to need or going to have to repair the lines, do all of the stuff, get the ships, pipelines, blah 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 blah. All of that needs to be done, but they need to get care of the.
I am.
I
They
can't.
need to get rid of their deep state, all of the corrupt politicians, all of the cartels. They need all of that to go away, and so that they can do it right. And I'm sure Trump already talked to quote unquote the person in charge of vice president. She'll be a puppet for a while, and as long as she does what she's told, they're going to be just fine. And yeah, the cartels are in right now. They're in disarray because they don't know what to do.
Right.
Well, you know what? Tim Walz is going to try to leave the country.
Oh, good for him. See who'll take him.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think will take him?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody's afraid he's going to go to jail, so he's going to try to leave the
Listen,
country.
even Rosie O'Donnell, they don't want her in Ireland. Okay? And Ireland has 3 people. So out of all the 3 people, nobody wants her there.
No, they don't want her there. And they don't want, and London does not want Ellen DeGenerate.
No, because why? Think about it.
Nobody wants them.
Nobody wants them. Okay?
Mm.
Okay. To me, all of this stuff is just amazing. You got to laugh. You have got to laugh. Okay. And the insane minutia that has been going and perpetrating and stuff. And every single Democrat, okay, we're going to call them out by name. I don't care how we do it.
That's
Every
fine.
single Democrat that's saying you shouldn't be doing this, that it's against international law, getting Maduro, and no. Okay, the man is a narco trafficker, sex trafficker. He provides poison for the children,
human trafficker. Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And all of them that say that the president is beyond whatever. The president has the authority. Especially, he's been indicted by the United States of America. He's a wanted fugitive, and they're bringing him to justice,
Right.
just like Noriega.
Right.
Okay.
And you know, the UN did put out a statement that he may have went against international law.
He did. He's killed his own citizens in jail. He killed.
No. They're saying our president may have went against international law.
He can't go against international. There's precedents. Okay, go ask the lawyer. There's precedents with Noriega. They brought an indictment against Noriega, put him in jail. He's been in jail. He died in jail. There's precedent. They have all of the and people have turned against Maduro. Even
Maduro had a warrant for his arrest before Biden.
Biden brought it. He's a wanted fugitive. Okay. And no, the United Nations, I wipe my ass with them because they have nothing good about anything. They're entitled diplomats, quote unquote. And I use the word loosely, but Maduro will spend the rest of his life in jail. He will never see the light of day. And there is nobody that's going to take him out of the jail.
Well, they're going to put him in there with El Chapo.
There is no international law that's been broken. Period.
There's going to be a wing in Florence. It's going to have El Chapo and Maduro and the guy from Cuba and the guy from Colombia.
No, Maduro will never see the light of day here, nor his wife. Okay, so it's not going to happen. He's in jail forever, and if that's okay with me, okay, for what the things he done. And nobody talks about the people that he's had killed in his own prisons and jails. Nobody talks about that stuff.
Mm-mm.
Nobody talks about all of the kids that have died on the streets of the United States of America from the drugs that he sends over here in those fishing, quote unquote, boats. Nobody talks about that. Everybody talks about how bad Trump is. No, this man is bad, bad, bad to the bone. Colombia is bad. Okay. Cuba is bad. Okay. China is bad. Iran is bad. We can continue. Okay. It's time that everybody gets called out, and the libtard Democrats, they have got to stop supporting, okay, anything that's against Trump. Because when they're doing that, they're going, well, we don't care about all the kids that have died. The kids, the babies that touch fentanyl and all of these drugs that they don't know that's out there.
Right.
And babies, 2-year-olds, toddlers that die. Who's going to speak for them?
Nobody.
Nobody speaks for them. Maduro is a bad actor, bad man. Okay. And he was bad. And even the Bidens wanted him gone. They just didn't have the balls to get him out.
Well, didn't Jeffries give him? Didn't Akeem Jeffries call Moderno and try to give him a heads up?
I don't know if he called Menduro, but I know he did call somebody in Venezuela.
See?
Yeah, trying to give a heads up.
Yeah, but you know what? Good. I'm good. Maybe they'll go and give him 50 lashes or something for being a loudmouth, which means he was trying to help his buddies because he was looking for money. Okay,
they're trying to get him on treason.
Good. And we should talk about it and say it all the time. All right, where he goes to jail. Okay, the best place for him, for all of them. They all need to go. Waltz needs to go to jail. Biden needs to go to jail. Hunter needs to go to jail. Whoever signed on the auto pen needs to go to jail. Clinton, for being a frequent flyer with the Epstein plane, needs to be in jail.
Right.
Okay, Hillary Clinton, for all of the stuff that she did, needs to be in jail.
Right.
Okay, all of them, and everybody, and the shiny object, and there's something else, and then there's always some Republican that say, "Well, Trump, no, he went by the book. He had the Department of Justice, and it was Biden's indictment, not Trump's. Biden."
Samuel said, "What is your source of Jeffries informing someone in Venezuela?"
That was
all over everywhere.
It's all over
everywhere right now.
Yeah, all the news networks. Yeah, it's come up. Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I'm sure he would if he could. And you know what? It wouldn't have done any good for him. They already knew everything. That's why they got him.
Right.
They had mock-ups. They had everything planned for a long time. Yeah. You cannot get it over on the United States of America. I know that a lot of people do not care for the military. I am 150% pro-military. Always will be. Because of them, we have our freedoms. Okay? Because of the people that have died, we have what we have. And I will always support them 150% for everything that they do and everything that they do for us.
Samuel, it was on NBC News.
There you go.
It was on MSNBC.
There you go. And you know what that outlet is? They don't support Republicans that much. So there you go. It had to have been true, right?
Right. So
it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It is. It is. It definitely is.
How sad. Isn't it sad that you have libtard Democrats doing crap like that? Okay. For a known narco trafficker, somebody that's been indicted by the United States of America for his atrocities and all of that he's done, and sending Frente Aragua over here to kill American citizens, sending drugs. How sad that one of our senators here in the United States would even attempt to help an enemy combatant.
Right.
Okay? That is sad.
Absolutely.
That is sad. Okay. And he wants to run for president. Oh, please. Okay.
Well, it's there, Samuel. I'm telling you, it's there. It's there. Why don't you what is it? Chat
Yeah,
GPT it because you know that it
yeah.
knows
Tell him to
everything.
Google it. I'm sure he can find it. Okay.
It's
Just
there. I'm
Google
telling you,
it's
it's
there.
there.
Yeah, it's there. And who wants to defend Jeffries anyway? Okay. Who want really? You're wrong. What's his name? Who are you talking to? He's wrong.
Samuel.
Okay.
Samuel.
Samuel, you're wrong. Okay. Go check it up. Look it up. Go Google it. You're wrong. Next. Okay. Who else are we going to tell they're wrong? You're wrong.
Well, and Walt.
What about him?
Well, and what did he say? He just all of
Yeah,
a sudden
he
just.
thinks by not running for governor that he's going to get off scot-free.
Well,
Okay?
that isn't going
That
to
everything that
happen.
has happened to him is the Republicans' fault.
No, it isn't.
You can't
He
make
said
this crap up. Okay, you
his
cannot make this up.
his comment was, I have Republicans in our government here, and
It's their fault.
yeah, and
It's
it's
their
like,
fault that you
wait a
committed theft.
minute. You know what? The buck stops with you, man, because you're the head honcho. It always
He's the
does.
one that knew all about it, and now
You know it.
he's
You
trying
know
to blame the Republicans. You gotta love it, okay? And then you got some lackey
Look at that.
saying they stole my files. I'm like, oh,
Look at
really?
Walt's tried to blame Trump with it. Give me
Yeah.
a break.
Yeah,
Give
he's
me a
trying to blame.
break.
It's Trump's fault. Okay.
It's always Trump's fault. No matter what happens, it's always Trump's fault. But somehow it
Can
really
you
isn't.
imagine they were trying to shove this quote unquote man down everybody? The Democrats' fault. Is there any Democrats living? They were trying to shove him down y'all's throat. Can you imagine him as
Who?
vice president of the United States?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can you imagine that this is
No.
this is the best they had? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anybody else want to say anything? Anybody want to
Okay,
defend him?
Samuel. Look, let me tell you something about that. All right. Google, we laugh about Google and we laugh about Chat GPT because you know why? It's only as intelligent as the person putting the data into it. It's not God and it doesn't tell the truth half the time.
Mhm.
I had found all kinds of things wrong in Chat GPT.
Yeah.
So, oh, Amy Klobuchar is the name to replace Walt.
Walt is still the governor, okay? He ain't leaving. They're going to have to drag him out by his fluffy.
No, he said he wants out.
He's not running
Yeah.
for the next. He's not running. He's not going to leave. He ain't leaving. They're going to have
I
to shut
said
him
it
out.
sarcastically, Samuel, because everybody wants to Google everything or GPT chat it because you know what? That's God that knows everything, which you don't
Yeah.
know anything.
And why would Klobuchar want to be governor of that state? A dinky state. She's better off as a senator. Okay? She wants all of that mess. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Let's see how you do. She's not going to do it. They got to say something. Okay?
Right.
And if this is the best they got, bring it on. Come on. Bring it on. Defend it. I want to see her defend it.
KMM, who do you want to be the governor of Minnesota? I'm just curious.
Me.
Okay. And then I'm curious who KMM is looking to want to have as governor. That's your state. Come on, KMM, tell me. Well, it's really not because she's in Wisconsin. But who would you like to see as governor over Minnesota? Is there anyone there in Minnesota that could take? I'm trying to think of anybody in Minnesota. Oh no! You know who's running for governor of Minnesota? Mike Lindell. Isn't he running for governor?
I don't know I don't know. There's been talk, but I don't know if he signed papers or officially gotten in. Don't know.
That would be awesome.
Don't know. Listen, if he could sell a pillow that's made out of this much foam and it costs you $40, okay, the man's a genius. Think about it.
Well, and he's
Okay,
fought to
I'm going
protect
to.
it
I have
forever.
something to share.
Okay, go ahead. Share it.
There you go, Samuel.
You mean Samuel didn't believe us? Oh my
No,
God.
I know, and I like Mike Lindell.
See, it was traced back to Hakeem Jeffrey's office tried to tip off Venezuelan dictator about impending capture. However, the warning arrived too late. He was already in custody, being flown away in a military helicopter after a flawless operation.
Okay. So is Samuel happy with that answer or does he need something else?
No, he wants to know what outlet that was, Linda.
Oh my God.
You see? Is he what is he? Is he a socialist?
That's crazy,
Is
Cam.
he,
Man.
is he related to Bernie Sanders?
Right.
Bernie Sanders with the flux capacitor. Um, KMM, that's terrible. Is the taxes more expensive in Minnesota than it is in Wisconsin?
I don't know. I think what Texas and what others we don't pay state taxes, so I don't know.
No, she said I'm in Minnesota. I'm not a Minnesota resident, but I work in Minnesota and pay Minnesota taxes. So Minnesota taxes are more expensive than Wisconsin taxes, and that's where she lives. That's bullshit.
And
She shouldn't have to pay Minnesota taxes if she doesn't live there, I wouldn't think.
No,
but
that's
that's
how
where
it,
her residence is.
when I
Yeah,
worked in Detroit,
her residence is in Wisconsin, but her
Okay, so
job
why is she paying Minnesota taxes?
because she works in Minnesota.
And she has to pay taxes because that's where she works.
I know that's just not fair, though.
That's where she works. Tell her to go back.
and
where she came from.
Samuel, that was from a fact check outlet.
There you go. KMM, I wish you could find yourself a job in Wisconsin. Or what I wish better is that they could get Minnesota under control.
Right.
That's better. That's
Right.
better. It would help more people if we could just get it under control and get somebody in
You
there.
know how they can get it under control is cut off the spending, and cut it off from the government sending the money. That's how you
Right.
get it under control.
Right.
Whenever you cut off the spigot and there's nothing to be gained, it's like roaches. You go away.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
you go away. That's what you need to do.
I know. She don't have her dick. Poor KMM. She's a skate instructor, ice skating instructor. So her job isn't typical.
Right.
So we just need to fix Minnesota. She goes where the ice is, she said.
Yeah.
So we just need to well, and besides that, we need to
Maybe she can get a grant and teach Somalis how to ice skate.
She doesn't even like it.
Okay, but if she wants to make money, I'm sure that she could get a grant. From
Yeah, and then don't
teach
teach
the
any
Somalis
of
how to
it.
ice skate,
And then don't register any of them.
and then don't keep no files or
No, right?
and then they're going to send you thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, for students you don't teach. How cool is
Right.
that? Okay.
Good night. Are you leaving, KMM?
Don't leave, KMM. We're just teasing you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Yeah, I feel so sorry for the people in Minnesota. I feel so sorry for the people in
And you
Minnesota.
know what? I do not. I don't. And the reason I don't is because they let all of this crap happen. And you're not going to tell me they didn't know it wasn't happening. Everybody knew it was happening.
I didn't know it
Okay?
was happening.
They knew it was happening. Everybody had been talking about it. It's the same in California. Everybody knows it's happening. The same in New York. Everybody knows it's happening. Okay? There's just not enough people saying, hey, you're wrong. Charlie Clark telling people they're wrong and they kill him.
Yeah, no,
Okay?
you're not allowed to tell
You
anybody
know,
they're wrong.
JD Vance is at his home and some little asshole kid is trying to destroy his house. But he waited till he left. Okay? Secret Service got him. You know, I mean, stuff like that. Somebody needs to kick his ass.
Yep, yep.
Okay? Where's the parent here? You don't do that. You grab him by the ears and kick his ass. You don't do that.
What we need to do is just round out all the Somalians and send them home.
We need to get all of the illegals out of here. There's 60 million of them, and they all need to go home.
Yeah.
If they all left, all of the illegals, we would have no issues and no problems with money.
You're right. You're right.
As long as the libtards, and that's what I call them, the Democrats, wah, okay? As long as they put up with all of that stuff and make excuses for everybody, okay, on stuff that is thievery, wrong, as long as that continues, it's not going to go away. The same for New York, the same for Pennsylvania, the same for all Chicago, for God's sakes, okay? Where the human treasure is lost with shootings every freaking weekend. And they tell the president, no, we don't need the National Guard. We don't need anything. We're fine. And kids are dying every day. And nobody says anything because the other ones have their thumbs up, you know what? And they're going, we don't need your help. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Chicago's been bad since day one.
Chicago, listen, I used to work out of there and Chicago was great. It was great.
When?
It's been 30 years. Like them.
Okay, there you go.
It was wonderful. You could walk at night and go outside and, you know, have pizza delivered and da, or go to Little Italy and go have a great meal or whatever and not worry about it. Nowadays, okay, it's rampant. It's out of control with people that are in charge that are absolute buffoons and morons. Okay? And the people that elect them are buffoons and morons.
We need this ship needs to be turned around. We need all these illegals out of here. We need our country back. We need God in our country.
And why do you think Democrats want the illegals here? Why?
For the votes.
Vote for them.
There you go. Okay? Okay, I know it. You know it. Everybody else knows it, but they still make excuses for them. None of it makes any sense. And until the Republicans and the conservatives say enough is enough, okay? It's my money. I don't want it spent this way. It's mine.
Well, and the thing is that we need somebody to go in there and they need to be checking these votes. They need to be checking to make sure everything.
Nobody audits nobody anymore.
No, they don't.
Okay? They don't. Nobody audits anymore. Everybody in businesses, you audit everything you audit. You want to know where the paper clips are. You want to know where the penny is. You want to know, but the government does not audit.
No.
Okay. And until that deep state is gone. All right. And until we figure out who tried to kill President Trump, all of that stuff, it's going to continue because the deep state is there. The deep state is there. As long as they continue to protect the Clintons, protect the Obamas, protect the Bidens, pedophile that he is, smelling kids all the times. All right? Hunter Biden, okay, until the auto pen is rectified, until staffers are held accountable for using the auto pen, all of that, it's going to continue until people like me that's got a big fat mouth, and I don't care, and I'll tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. Okay. And I'm sorry if I hurt somebody's feelings, that one of your listeners or whatever, I'm not going to apologize for telling somebody they're wrong.
No.
Okay. And if they get their feeling hurt, well, that's just too bad.
No, we need it all. We need it all straightened up, and of course, you know, you've got Teflon. The Clintons have been Teflon since day one.
They are.
Nothing
you have,
sticks to them.
and then you have the mainstream media that defends all of this atrocities, that defend, well, what if and what? No, the narco trafficker kills people with drugs. He's been indicted. The United States has every right to go after them. All right.
Mhm.
The same with Biden, with the auto pin and all of that other stuff. Hunter Biden, okay, with all of the stuff he peddled in the vice presidential favors,
Hey,
okay,
Tony.
through his dad. Nobody ever held him to, and he got a pardon. All right, he got a
Oh,
pardon.
and his pardon went up until whatever time.
Whatever future and whatever he's going to do in the future, he's going to get pardoned. What
Right.
is that? Okay, what is
Right.
that?
Right.
Yeah. And nobody is ever held to
Let me tell
account.
you-
Nobody is ever held to account. Period. About anything. And
No.
you know what? It's time. And we
Mhm.
the normal American person, okay, instead of answering this person, how do you know that Jeffries did that? Oh my, that was his question of the day. Instead of the world falling around him, Jeffries made a phone call and this guy's questioning, and you show it to him and he's still questioning you. Unfriggin' believable. That was the most important thing that he took away from everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Instead of the thousands of people that die from overdose that coming in on those quote unquote fisherman boats, that was a tip. How do you know? That's not what's important. What's important is getting rid of the illegals, finding
Right.
out where our money is being stolen from.
Mhm.
Okay, what's happening around the world, the Muslims that want to kill us. That's what's important. Not asking, well, how do you know that Jeffries did that? That is the most stupid, asinine thing I have ever heard. Ever. That is not important. He did it. It's done. It's on record. Move on. Get over it. Okay? What is important? The bottom line for us citizens of the United States of America. Now,
And
what
yep,
Jeffries is going to be doing.
our kids, our family, our military.
That's what's important. I don't give a rat's ass. I wipe my ass with Joaquin Jeffries. I don't care. I don't care. We all know that he's a piece of, you know what? Okay, he's worthless. Schumer's worthless. He's senile. Pelosi's worthless. All of them are worthless. And yes, I want Klobuchar to run for governor. Okay, because it's a step down for her as being a senator to run from an itty bitty little Minnesota whatever to run for governor. Please, all right. And
I
that's
want Mike Lindell to be the governor of.
then we need to raise money. He's got plenty. He's got millions.
Yeah, he'll do his thing.
He can fund his own he can fund his own campaign. All right.
He's funding all of the research.
There you go. That's all he needs. That's all he needs. But he's not a politician, so you know what's going to happen. All right. You know what's going to happen. He's not a politician. All right.
Well, neither was Trump.
Well,
Trump is one in a lifetime, one in a generation individual that sees the big picture. Okay. And he does it. He sees it as a chess match, the whole situation. I can tell you, he's already planned it years from now what's going to be happening. All of this stuff. He already knows. He's planned it out. Everybody's going to vacuum and so forth and so on. And Venezuela. No, he's already got it. He already knows a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, he already knows what's going to be happening. He already knows about the economy. He already knows all of that stuff. And people in the politicians, they only care for the moment, okay, or for a week or two. And that's it. They don't plan for the future because they don't care.
Well, I want to know where Nancy Pelosi's laptop is.
What about Nancy Pelosi's laptop?
Remember, someone stole it. I think Trump knows who has it.
And what would be in her laptop? The lady is senile, for God's sakes.
Everything. Everything.
I would wonder. She probably has it all hidden with all that ice cream in her drawer at her house in San Francisco. I'd be looking at those containers in there. That's what I'd be looking for.
That was when the J6ers went in there. They stole her laptop.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. And all of that came not to be true. Okay.
Yeah.
So And has anybody said anything about it or what? No, nobody said anything about it. They do. The Democrats just do. They don't care. They're bull in the
Right.
China shop. And after everything is broken, they don't say, I'm sorry, let me fix it, whatever. No, they just go on to the next thing and the next victim of whatever. All right.
Exactly.
And case in point is this individual with Jeffries. Well, how do you know that? Look, read, up to you. You figure it out. That's not important. The important thing, and it's the distraction, the continuous distraction. Okay?
Right, the smoke screen that they keep throwing out at us all the time.
And this is what your typical ordinary individual citizen of the United States that's quote unquote uneducated. And it's the fault of the Democratic Party because nobody knows history, nobody knows reading. They don't know how to do anything. If their face is not in their little computer telephone, they don't know nothing. They can't even communicate. They don't even teach people how to write. They don't care if they spell.
You know what? They don't teach handwriting anymore. They sign their name. They print it.
They print it. They don't, all of the above. And they don't care because it's autocorrect. They don't care if you spell it right or wrong. They don't care.
My daughter-in-law can't read cursive. She was born in 2002.
Okay. And so whose responsibility is it to make her learn? Whose responsibility is it?
Right.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. And she has a college degree, full bachelor's degree. No, yeah, a bachelor's degree.
In what?
She just graduated college this last May.
In what? What is your degree in?
It started in nursing, and I think it's in business management, but she's going back because she really wants to be in the medical field. So,
but they don't teach them. They don't teach them on purpose.
Because
everything, any of our documentation from way back when was written in cursive.
Because they want to keep them in the dark, because the less they're educated, the less they know, the less they question anything.
But I can tell you this.
Case in point, this person that asked about Jeffries, how do you know? Go read.
Okay? I can tell you this. My 11-year-old grandson knows how to read cursive and write. And so does my 14-year-old grandson, because my son taught them.
There you go.
Oh, see, there you go.
Okay. So there you go. Okay. So it's the responsibility of.
Well, and here's the other question. Why are, if our schools are so great, why are so many being pulled out and homeschooled?
They're not great. They tell you they're great. They're not great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Most kids, the illegals that they don't teach them to speak English. They don't want them to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't teach them. I know. I've seen it here in Corpus. They count the little bodies that are there. This is what money they get from the city and the government and the state. They have the little bodies there. They don't want them to teach it. They don't want them to learn English. They don't want them educated. They don't want them to know nothing because they're our chattel. They are told what to do. Okay. And they learn to live off of the system.
Right. And
that is what they know.
They don't have anything like we had.
No.
And even we missed out on some because, I mean, let's face it, shouldn't you be teaching these kids checks and balances and how to write a check and how to
balance a checkbook?
I was just going to say that. Balance a checkbook, how to budget. Don't you think
they don't want you to learn? That's the whole thing.
Right.
They don't want you to learn. The teachers unions, they want to keep the kids stupid. Okay? They don't know how to read. Kids in high school don't know how to read.
You're right.
They don't. They don't know how to read. If you ask them, who's your favorite author? They look like you're growing another head.
Mm-hmm.
Books?
What do you mean an author? What book did you read? Read a book? What do you mean read a book?
Oh, I can't tell you how many books my two older grandsons have read. I
There,
mean,
and that's different because nowadays they are not encouraged to read. They don't want them to. They want them on the little computer playing a game. They don't want them outside so they can play with other little kids or whatever. They want them dumb and stupid. Okay? They want them
Hi,
dumb
Apple.
and stupid.
Hi, Apple. Well, and you know what the other thing is? Did you know? I don't know. You probably already know it, but we were talking about it at work today. Did you know that Dr. Seuss has been banned and he can't? You can't read his books in school. And I'm like, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss never said anything that was bad. When
It's
did Dr.
now I've heard that was just a rumor.
Seuss was it? Because I heard that, and
I'm
then
not sure. I'd have to look it up, but I did hear that was not the truth. But I'd have to look it up.
And then they banned Moby Dick. I don't understand why they banned Moby Dick from the
They banned To Kill a Mockingbird.
yeah,
Okay,
all those books.
and who banned books in history? Who burned them?
The government.
No. Who burned in history? Think about it. Who burned mass fire of all of the books in their country? Who? Come on. Come on. Nobody. Cricket, girls.
It's yeah. I can't think.
Hitler. Hitler.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Hitler. Okay.
He did.
All right. So if when you start banning books, okay, what happens? You get Hitler.
Hmm.
All right.
Then you get told what to do, how to do it, where to do it.
And who to kill and murder millions of people because you don't agree with them in their religion and you want what they have. Okay. That. Okay. Hitler was insane. Insane.
It was insane.
Okay. Menduro is insane with power.
But you know what? But Hitler didn't die. Did you know that? That's a fact now. He didn't die. He got out of there and he went and lived in Austria. And yeah, he's got a kid there.
You know,
Just
again,
like I don't think that Epstein's dead.
again, Hitler had them bring books out because he wanted his people what? Stupid, dumb, and not to know anything.
Yeah,
and they
only
would
what
have
I can tell you.
bonfires with books.
Right.
Okay, so
and then
who's
you
banning
will
books
only
now?
learn what I teach you.
Okay, who's banning books? Who?
Our government
Does
is.
anybody ask? Does anybody say, why are we banning books? Why are we banning literature? Moby Dick. Okay, why are we banning it? Nobody asks. They just go, they're banning this book. Okay, you got to laugh. Ooh, why? What's the reason? Most people can't read. Why would they be banning books?
Well, they want to ban books. They want to ban books because then they can tell you what they want you to know.
Exactly. All right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It is. And it's our kids right now that don't go do cursive. Your two grandsons, yeah, they read books. How many other kids? Okay. How many other kids? All they want to do is go out because all they learn from their parents is, hey, if I go screw and have 8 kids, I'm going to get a SNAP card, an EBT card, a WIC card. They're going to take care of that. And I don't know who the father is, but who cares? This is what they learn. Okay. Generational situation. They don't care if they go to school. They don't care. Don't care if they learn. They don't care. All of that. They do not care.
No, there's no responsibility. There's nobody's holding anybody accountable.
Nobody gets kicked in the ass anymore for being bad and doing wrong things.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
There's no parents in the house. There's no dad saying, hey, go get me a switch while you're crying so I can beat the crap out of you. Nobody does that anymore. Don't you remember? Go get the switch. And
Oh
you
my
cut
God.
it down. You cut it down. Right.
I didn't even get the switch. I got the belt.
Well,
go get
here's
the
an
switch. And while you
example.
think about it, while you're cutting it down, while you're crying, think about what you did. All right.
Here's an example. My younger grandson, that's 11, he was being bullied at school. And my son finally got to the bottom of it. And this child and other people heard him blatantly told my son, I'll bring a gun to school and kill you.
And
That
your
child,
son said what?
my
My
son,
gun is bigger than yours, so you better come with a big gun.
Well,
Okay?
my
Right?
son was furious. He went to the principal. He went
And
to
the
the
principal said
superintendent.
what?
The child never even got suspended. Oh, that's just kids play. They wanted to move my son out of that. I mean, my grandson out of that school, and they would not let him. They said there's no other room in the district for him.
Well, and there you go.
And that's a minor.
This is what I would have done. I would have called the TV station, radio stations, anybody that would listen to me and said, this is what happened to me today.
That's
This
what
is
I
the
told
principal
them.
that told me this. I'm calling the police because this is what I was told. And somebody said, threaten me with my life with a gun.
That's
This is what I would have done.
That's exactly what I told them. You need
Okay.
to call the police. You need to call the news. You need to do something.
You need to call the police and at least file a report and say he threatened to kill me.
Mhm.
And it's on record and it's on file. And you can go on something like this and say, this is what happened to me today. And these are the reasons why. And you name the names. You don't name
Right.
the kid, but you name the person that threatened your merry ass.
Mhm.
You do. So-and-so, John Doe, whatever, what's his name? He lives over here in this city over here. And he said he was going to kill me because his kid was bullying my kid. All right? Now,
Mhm.
back in the olden days, bullying would not happen. It was two little boys that were with each other. You put them in the backyard, beat the crap out of each other until you got it straight, and then you shook hands. Okay, shake hands. He
Yeah.
beat you up, and you shake his hand.
Mhm.
That is how you do it. You don't do it with the principal because they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it.
My son ended up.
Bullying never existed.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
When you had bullies, they went into football. And if there was a bully, they got the shit beat out of them by the other kids. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Okay. Nobody wants to deal with it.
We had an incident here this last fall with football that a kid literally, there was a tackle. It was a legal tackle. And the kid was on the ground. And the other kid that was 3 times the size of the kid that was on the ground jumped up and came down on him and broke his back.
Okay. And then what happened?
The news story kind of just went away. They were saying that he needs to be suspended or pulled from all sports and not allowed to play sports in the state of Michigan, blah, 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 blah. But the story just kind of went away.
Of course.
Wow. Okay.
And you know what? And that's
Nobody
like our
followed up on it because the dads didn't say, hey, dad number one, dad number two. Y'all saw that. Okay. What are we as parents going to do about it?
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
And you call the police day after day after day after day.
And they were calling for a hate crime because this kid has done it before.
And then you call it day after day after
Mhm.
day after day. You don't stop. If you are right, okay, then prove me wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, prove me wrong.
Well, that's just like that. That's just like that case that we've got in Dallas, where the kid went over to the wrong tent and just stabbed that one
He
kid.
didn't go to the wrong tent. It wasn't a wrong tent. He did it on purpose.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he did it, and it wasn't his.
And
fault.
his excuse is that he was at the wrong tent. You still stabbed somebody to death, wrong tent or not. It was wrong. Okay?
It was wrong.
But no, it's an excuse that he was in the wrong tent. No.
And instead, he made millions of dollars, and his parents their parents are living high on the hog.
When you don't say anything or you don't do anything, okay? Case in point. Okay, there are ways to take care of stuff, and there are ways to take care of stuff. Okay, and sometimes, what is it? The greasy wheel gets the what? Gets the
squeaky
oil, the grease, or whatever. You got to talk. You got to make a phone call to the principal, vice principal, the school board, all of the above.
Mhm.
Okay, one of them's going to say, we need to do something about this.
It's
Or-
not like it was back in the day because I actually got a principal fired.
Okay. And that's the thing. You work for me. Okay. I don't work for you. You work for me.
Mhm.
Okay. You're going to listen to me. And what are you going to do?
Yeah, this
And that's when you
principal,
make a phone call to the newspapers, the TV stations,
Yeah.
anybody that'll listen to you. What's
this
wrong is
principal looked
wrong.
me straight in the face and called me an unfit mother.
Whatever. And that's beside the point. And that's not what we're talking about, is it? Whether I am or not, that's your opinion. I don't care.
I got
I'm
him
not paying
fired.
for your opinion. I don't care about your opinion. If
Yeah.
you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you you're wrong. And
Yeah.
these are the reasons why you're wrong. Okay.
Well-
And there's ways of doing. I'm not sitting back. There's ways of doing it, and there's
Yeah.
nonviolent ways of doing it. You take care of it, and you don't go, oh, well, he broke his back. No, what he did was wrong. It's wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, it's wrong.
Mhm.
And people watched him, and you go to these people and you go, that was wrong. Don't
Right.
you agree that was wrong?
Mhm.
Okay. You don't go, oh, well, he broke his back, but he's done that to other kids. Oh, hell no.
Mm-mm.
Oh, hell no to the no. What do you mean he's done it to other? He's got a pattern. And the thing you say is the kid's insane. He needs to be on medicine. And you say it out loud over and over and over.
Right.
There's something wrong with the kid. All right.
Right.
There's something
Right.
wrong with the kid.
Yeah.
And most of the time is that they don't get kicked in the ass like they should be.
No, you're right. They don't get disciplined at home.
There's no discipline because, oh, heaven forbid. Okay. We don't do that stuff. No, sometimes you need to get kicked in the ass. And you remember, and my dad, you're going to get it this time, but remember, you do it again, it's going to be worse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That was the thing. You get disciplined at school, think about it real hard because it's going to be worse when you get home.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh my God! You know what? I would rather get a licking from the principal all day
Exactly.
long than one to come home
there
and have
you
to
go.
face my
Okay?
parents.
There's no respect anything for authority or anything. And if they get away with it once, they're going to continue to do it. Okay? They're going to
Well, and
continue.
if the parents defend them,
Yeah, that's the problem. Not my Tommy.
no, my Tommy would never
yes,
do that.
you're Tommy. You go, yes, you and prove me wrong. Prove me, yes, you're Tommy. This is what he did. This is what we saw. And most of it's on video nowadays.
It was on video.
There you go. All right.
Mhm.
So there you go. You're wrong. Look, here it is. And you play it over and over and over.
This is your Tommy doing this. This is your
Tommy
Tommy.
doing this, and this is your Tommy. And listen, you call every single day to the principal, the vice principal, the school board, the mayor's office. Do you know what this happened? School teachers, all of them. You
Yeah.
call them all every single day.
Yeah.
And you're going to find one person. You
I
know
know.
what? I've had enough. What am I going to do? Okay. Because
Yeah.
most people go, oh, I don't want to get involved. Oh, hell no. Okay. Oh, hell no.
Right.
You have to get involved. That's why everything is happening to us that has been happening to us today. Because nobody wants to get involved. Okay. Nobody
Mhm.
wants to get involved. If they're stealing 1 penny from me, I don't want it. It's
Yeah.
wrong. Wrong. I am not giving anybody permission to steal anything from me.
Right.
And this is what's happening every single day.
Right.
I'm not giving anybody permission to do that. I
Right.
worked hard for my money all of my friggin' life. And I've worked hard to pay my taxes, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And I don't want to give it to somebody who just because thinks they deserve it and because they give it to them. Okay.
Right.
It's wrong. It's
It
wrong.
is wrong. It
It's
is wrong.
very, very wrong. And I'll be the first to tell who in God's earth made you king and queen that you can take my money. Who? Tell me. No, nobody can answer that question. Okay.
Nobody can answer why there's no indictments either.
Nobody
Right.
can. And we need to keep asking. You keep asking. Where?
Why
Who?
is it there?
What?
Who is it?
What?
Who's on the list? Why hasn't some people gone to jail yet? Why?
Right. Why? Because they're waiting it out. They're hoping somebody kills Trump. They've tried it a couple of times. You think they're done? Of course not. All right. They've already killed people that they're not going to keep trying. They want something to happen so that they can come back and continue the atrocities and the theft that they've been doing to the American people. Okay?
Well, they wanted to get rid of Kennedy, and they got rid of
They
Kennedy.
got rid of Kennedy. All
Mhm.
right. And it was what? The FBI. 60 years later, it came out it was them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And who said anything or nobody said, oh my God, or nothing. Okay.
It went crickets right after it was told. It was like, okay.
Okay. Whatever. The same with
Right.
the Epstein files. Okay. Because Trump wasn't in it, nobody cares anymore.
Oh, there's names in it. There's big names in it, but they're holding it back.
But Trump's not in it. So they don't
No,
care.
he's not in it, but there's names in it.
It's the mendacity of it all. The mendacity. It's disgusting. It's ludicrous in so many forms and fashion that and people they tend to believe in their own little warped mind that it's an okay thing to do. It's not. You're wrong. You're wrong, and these are the reasons why. You're wrong. Wrong. And if you disagree, I don't care.
You know what? At Epstein, they were doing more than that. They were doing satanic rituals, and they were doing all kinds of things, killing children, and
Absolutely. You know,
they were doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
all of them. Okay, and it's a worldwide situation. It's just not here with us or what. It's worldwide.
Yeah, it's worldwide. It is. It's worldwide. And you know what really kills me is tell me, if you were sitting in a room and it was your first time there and they had some little child strapped to a table and they were going to sacrifice them, you would keep your mouth shut?
If you're scared crapless, what do you think?
I'd get the hell out of there and then I would blab my mouth forever.
Right.
Think about it. You have all of these people that run the world around you, and you're going to open your big fat mouth?
Oh, well, you're going to get out of there, and then you're going to go open your big fat mouth.
And then what happens to you afterwards? The rest of your family
I would probably get shot, or or they'd have a target on my head. But at least the truth would be seeing the light. Yep. It's not seeing the light right now.
It's not, because they've threatened their families and associates and all of this stuff. It is a disgusting situation. And until one person is brought to trial and say, you did this and you did that, and here's the proof and here's the reason, that has yet to happen. Okay. Mm-hmm. And even though we all know who's involved and who's done it, okay. Nothing. Crickets. Okay. Crickets. The libtards, they wanted the files. They got the files, and there wasn't in it what they thought was in it or what they wanted. So now nobody's talking about it.
Right.
Nobody cares. Not anymore.
That's because he's still alive. He's still doing his thing.
Whether he's alive or not alive. All of the people that did all of these atrocities with him at his invitation. I want to see the videos. That's what I want to see. You know, they have videos on all of his crap. That's what he did. He has videos.
Oh, ladies, it's that time.
It's that time.
Are we done already? Oh my God.
Already?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's time for my champagne and strawberries. Oh no. It's time for my champagne and strawberries.
Thursday night, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do local stuff that's going on here. And I know you know plenty of local that's going on. And and Linda's going to do some local in Michigan. There's some big things going on local.
Well, we need to discuss that because I really don't care about local.
Oh, there's some big stuff going on. Local.
They eat their young here, and we're losing population like you would not believe. Okay, so everybody's leaving town.
Ugh.
But we can talk about that later. You can fill me in, okay? Because I haven't heard nothing. The only thing I heard is we're getting a Sprout store. That's like the big deal.
All right, guys. Make sure you
All right,
get
guys.
this on the way out. We love you. We'll see you on Thursday.
Bring
Yeah,
questions, okay?
If you're watching and you're not a subscriber and you like what you see, please hit subscribe and you'll get a notice 30 minutes before we come on live.
And I'll do some
Like and
extra,
subscribe and have a good evening.
I'll do some extra research on Joaquin Jeffries, okay?
Good night, everybody.
You know my slogan. You're all wrong. Everybody's wrong. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff